Hey everyone, it's Inferno of Inferno and Friends. This is like my fourth time making an update for this channel, and in fact I made a really good one. It was a little long, but it was a very good one. I made it last night. I tried to get it to work and everything, but for some reason the audio just didn't work. I always seem to have problems with audio. Don't know how. I've spent so much money on like getting proper audio equipment and whatever. But clearly, it's been a very long time since I've made a video, like a very long time. In fact, the last video I'm pretty sure that was on this channel was an update. And I just wanted to give an update into saying, and I know no one really watches this. I know you're probably just a friend of mine who's watching this or something like that. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're someone who is going to watch this. But the only thing I wanted to say is thank you if you are still subscribed, and even if you're my friend, because I know you clearly don't have to be, and you clearly don't have to deal with any of this, or thank you for watching this if you are, but I just want to talk about a few different things that I've been up to. Been to college. First year was incredible. Of course, there's always going to be downhills, but it was great. Made tons of new friends, and with two of those friends, I started a YouTube channel called Boss Fight, which was doing actually pretty well for like just starting out. We actually got some shout outs from like creators of the games we played. We did 13 Nights of Halloween, which was our like main thing. But after the 13 Nights of Halloween, we got very busy, and the channel kind of started to just sit there for a little while, as this one has for a very long time. But just wanted to say also, I still love film, I still love video games, I still love making all this stuff. Just some weird things have happened when I've gone to college. At some point when I went to college, this like overwhelming feeling of anxiety and like social anxiety has come over me. And I used to not have a problem making friends. It used to be a very easy thing for me, and it still can be a very easy thing for me. But for some reason, when I moved to New York, I had a very hard time doing so. I don't know why. I'm still figuring it out. And also, I've had multiple bouts with depression since then. And I, in fact, made an update after I had this like epiphany after going to therapy, and like I felt great. And I edited the whole thing, but then I had audio trouble on that one. So then I tried fixing it, and I just never got around to it. Which I need to be able to focus more on making videos and so on and so forth. I literally did this yesterday, and I did this the other day. I keep saying so on and so forth like multiple times, and I stopped myself yesterday, but then I still said it like 2 other times. So I'm going to attempt to not do that again. I don't know why I'm doing it. Whatever. But I still love film and everything. I just also am very worried because it's a very competitive field, and so many people that I know, or not so many people that I know, but a lot of people that I know I feel are a lot better than me at film, but I also might just not be giving myself the credit. But right now I'm writing scripts and working on stuff, and for all my live action stuff that I'm going to be making, and I do have some ideas, I'm not going to talk about them because I always am worried that if I talk about them, I'm just not going to do them. But they're going to be on a channel I made called Infernal Films. It's there. There's nothing on it right now. If you feel like subscribing, go for it. I'm hopefully going to put something up soon. But that's about it. But also I would just want to say it's been really weird to not like make movies or not be like excited about a lot of certain things and not be my normal energetic self. Also, I was more energetic last night when I made another one, and it's like 12:30 in the afternoon now, and I slept very badly. So, and as you can tell from 12:30 in the afternoon, I have a bad sleep schedule like a lot of college students do. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of. Oh, but my sophomore year of college, I had a major bout with depression, probably being the worst in like um, 5, 6 years in that range, and it was very bad. Um, it also sucked because the people I made boss fight with and have done a lot of creative things with are some of my best friends that I made at college, and I still do have a lot of great friends at college. They just live in different buildings, and for some reason I'm awkward around them, even though I really love hanging out with them and stuff. But besides that, they had to drop out of my college and go to a different one for personal reasons, and that really sucked too. So that didn't help with a lot of things, and I felt very lonely a lot of the time. And a lot of people don't like doing the same things that I do, and I'm not close with all the film people at my school, although I would like to be. So it makes it very hard for me to sometimes feel like expressing ideas, and sometimes I'm worried about expressing ideas in front of them, which I don't know why. I've never had that issue. Something when I came to college and my brain just like flicked the switch, but I might just be, adjusting to a different life and everything like that. It's a very different place. Everyone's very different than my little hometown where everyone was touchy and loud and could be a dick to each other, and everyone can still be a dick to each other, and a lot of people are still from New Jersey and like the tri-state area, but that's what's been going on with that. And I'm glad that I actually kind of made that update yesterday. Hold on, I'm gonna have a drink of water. There it is. I'm very glad I made the update yesterday because I had a lot more. The video was a lot longer and I had a lot more, thoughts to say. But I think that's kind of everything about the other channel. I have a Twitter now if you want to follow me there, just because you're like my friend and you want to see the dumb shit that I post. It's Luke Love Swag. As you might know, that name has been following me around since for a long time now. But that's where I'll probably post that I made like new videos and stuff like that. But more importantly, this channel, Infernal Friends, I've had a hard time figuring out what I want to do with this channel. But of course, I still love doing video games and Let's Plays, but video games cost a lot of money. And I don't even have a job right now, so I'm really don't have a lot of money. Also, I forgot to mention, this might seem different than other backgrounds I've recorded in. I'm not in like a new place in New York. I'm actually, my family moved, so now that it's summer and I'm back home, I've been looking for a job and everything. And I don't live in the basement, although it would probably be better if I did, more privacy. Although it's very hot. I'm not going to go on a tangent. But I keep my computer in the basement, have a place to record, and so on and so forth. Say it again. But video games cost money, yada yada yada. No, I'm going to take a few steps back here. I also forgot to say, I've been going to therapy, and it's been great, and I've been doing a lot better. I'm not, just sitting around depressed all the time. I'm sitting around a little depressed because I have, like, no friends in this new town that I live in. I do have one friend that lives very close, though, and we hang out a lot. She's great. No, on the last video, I went on a tangent about how great therapy is for you, and I just want to shortly say, you can have friends that you talk to, you can have family that you talk to if you feel comfortable with that. I know a lot of people don't, especially when you're a teenager, but always talk to someone about your problems, and not that you'll bother anyone with your problems, but always think about going to therapy. I don't know why when I was younger, and so many people that that I know when they were younger had this pretense that therapy is a bad thing. You can go to a therapist with your family. You can go to a therapist alone. You can, if you go to a college, your school definitely has a therapy center, and even if it takes time, because mine took a few weeks before they got me in, and they tell you things to do if you're feeling depressed. They have groups that you can go to before they get you in, but normally a lot of colleges will get you in quickly, and a lot of schools will get you in quickly, and you should go and see a therapist if you are feeling depressed or anything like that. It is very, very important. I think, again, if you don't like your therapist, you don't ever have to see them again. I have never seen a therapist of mine, even when they've like worked at a school or anything like that. I've never seen them outside of the office, and they can't talk to anyone about anything. They don't have the legal option to do that. And if you don't like them, if they're an asshole or anything like that, there's nothing they can do. If you are doing it, you can just tell them, I'm not going to the next meeting, and not continue going to them, or your family can tell them, or anything like that, and you can go to another one. Not all therapists are bad, and sometimes they just don't get you, and that's okay. You need to feel like you can make progress, and eventually it is a process. Everything is a healing process. So I just wanted to specify that and how important it is to go to therapy, because you should never feel that low of a point in your life. And I know tons of people who have in my life, and I've been their shoulder to cry on. And I know how many people I've told to seek a therapist, and I know how many times I have not sought a therapist in my life. But I'm doing a lot better, especially because of therapy and because of a lot of the good friends I've made. And one of my friends who constantly pushes me to go to therapy, which is good. I just know that for a lot of depressed people too, it is hard to push yourself to go to therapy, especially if you have even one friend. Talk to them about it, and hopefully they'll tell you to go to therapy or help you with something. If your parents aren't assholes, which I hope to God they're not, and sometimes your parents can be assholes, but maybe not as big of assholes as you thought, you can tell them you need to go to therapy. If they tell you no, you don't, well, one, they're probably wrong, and two, then that's pretty asshole-ish. I mean, they might ask you what's wrong, and I understand that you might feel uncomfortable talking to them about it. If you do feel comfortable, maybe tell them, but just tell them you feel like you need to seek professional help. But again, therapy is very good for you, and I highly recommend it. That's the end of that, though. But again, back to this channel. Everything, I have everything video game related and everything I always want to be on this channel, and I haven't done anything video game related in a while because I've won a few games over the past couple of years, and I've played them for fun, but I'm always worried because I can play games in front of people and be funny. I can play games with people and be funny. And I've played games on myself and been in a crazy mood and played games and made them fun. But for some reason, sometimes I just, like a lot of people, I sit there and I just lose myself in the game. Like just... But I do love video games, and I love a lot of the feelings that video games give you, and I think sometimes maybe I just have to be playing certain games or different games that give me those feelings. I've tried doing Let's Plays of GTA 5 and other games like that, and GTA 5 is an open world game, but it's also an open world game where it feels like you're doing a lot more quests than anything, like World of Warcraft or something, and maybe if I played the multiplayer, it wouldn't be as much like that for me. Or maybe it just wasn't a good game for me to Let's Play and I just wanted to play the hell out of it. But, on that note, I have found a game that I do want to Let's Play, and I think it's going to be great. It comes out on the PC today, which date this video, in fact, it might come out in like 15 minutes. I've bought it already. I haven't bought it. My parents bought for me as an early birthday present because, again, I'm broke. But it comes out today, August 12th, if that gives any hints to what it is. I'm not even going to say what it is, but I'm going to record actually probably right after this. And I think it's just going to be great because I think I knew about this game before it even was like announced. I think I had like found it on the internet or something. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm mixing it up with another game. But I have been waiting for this game for years now, and I've been super excited for this game. Like Pokemon Go, which has been disappointing at times, it has been a childhood dream of mine to have such an expansive, incredible world that just is changing all the time and has different things everywhere I go, and I think that's one thing that's going to make this Let's Play great. And the great thing about this game is that no one person's Let's Play is going to be the same. I could have the greatest luck in the world and meet 5 people in the game, and I don't know, just incredible things could happen in this, and I'm just very excited to play it. I thought I was going to have to run down here and immediately download it, but of course I can't even download it yet. But I'm super excited for that. I think I'm just so excited. I have my friend is probably going to be doing art for the thumbnail, which I'm gonna have to pay him for, but what are you gonna do? But I just can't help but be excited for this game and the wonders that it's going to hold for me, because, you know, games are experiences and stories, and I know a lot of people think that like video games produce violence and whatnot, but so many games nowadays, and not to sound dumb or crazy, but like since the beginning of video games, like even Pong, have been about stories. Pong is, although a simple game where it's literally like ping pong, it's still a fun competitive game, which you could argue, and again, I'm going way off by arguing this, it's a story about 2 very competitive ping pong players, and you just have fun though. It's an experience, it's different. And I just think that's what all video games are, no matter what the video game is, even though some video games really don't do a great job of holding back violence, and sometimes some games are meant to be violent, and I play violent games. I love Halo, and, you know, everyone's played Call of Duty, and, you know, whatever, that doesn't matter, but I'm so excited to play this game. And if you somehow don't understand what game I'm talking about already, I'll give another hint at the end of this video. But before I end it, I just want to again say thank you to anyone who has watched this, and thank you to anyone who is still subscribed to my channel, friend or otherwise. I know maybe you've just been subscribed because you haven't seen any videos and you haven't been like, oh, right, unsubscribe. But I've had a lot of tough times in the past 2-3 years, more than a lot of people would think, especially, you know, parents or family or anything like that, but that's what everyone thinks. And I've had a lot of great times, and I do want to make film and everything like that, and I need to push myself to do more, and I do have a lot of ideas coming. So, to end the video, I just want to say thank you, and I will see you later, Space Cowboy.